Good evening, Navika. Good evening to my fellow panelists. It's a wonderful discussion. Let me add a little bit to it. Number one, there is a reason why I respect Sanjay Jha, not just because he's a friend and he's fearless, as you said, criticizing the BJP government staying in Mumbai, but he's also been fearless in criticizing Rahul Gandhi, for which he's suffered for the last, I don't know how many years. So that much is not in doubt. But when he says that there is abject fear going around in Bollywood because nobody wants to get on the wrong side of the government, I think it might be true. But then respect is gained by people who stand up for what they believe in. So rather than playing victim and saying, look, this is the reasons why we fear and that is why we are attending these functions, be upright and say, well, I'm a coward. Sanjay is not a coward because he criticizes both Rahul Gandhi and Narendra Modi. But people, what he omits, strangely, is that for the last 50, 60 years, or ever since Congress ruled the roost in this country, there was not just fear, there was trembling in Bollywood, in every field. Forget about Mumbai, especially in the film industry, because the films would be censored, blocked. I mean, even someone as Dilip Kumar, his film was censored. And he had to approach Pandit Nehru personally to get it released, Ganga Jamna. And as a quid pro quo, he was asked to basically campaign for one of the Congress leaders. I think it was Menon, for his election. There was Jadoo Ki Kursi, Balraj Sani, he was on the run. There was, lyricist Majru Sultanpuri was imprisoned. Hundreds of people lived in abject fear. During the emergency, Kishore Kumar was asked to sing. He refused. His songs were banned from All India Radio. What are we talking about? Let's not be selective out there. Number two, as far as Veer Savarkar is concerned, I actually agree with Vivek ji that it should not have taken 11 years. Giving somebody Bharat Ratna is today a political decision. In fact, I believe not just Veer Savarkar, but there are hundreds, if not thousands of Indians who should have been and should be given Bharat Ratna. Why are we so precious with it that we give one once every 5 years? No, so many people deserve it, including Veer Savarkar, if you may. But the fact of the matter is it's a political decision. And for 11 years, BJP has been dilly-dallying. Now, finally, to the point. As far as the two-nation theory is concerned, you must mention the fact that it wasn't just Veer Savarkar, it wasn't just Jinnah, but decades before him, it was Sir Syed, and decades before Sir Syed, it was Karl Marx who propounded the two-nation theory. So let us not be selective out here. And very finally, look, history is something that is laden with facts. You pull it on the table. There was a Kapoor commission. Even though Savarkar was acquitted of the crime of assassination, a Kapoor commission was set up, and it said that Savarkar could have been responsible for the assassination attempt. But then the Supreme Court of India looked into Kapoor commission in 2018. This is what they don't say. And they said, we cannot reopen it and we cannot convict a person who was acquitted of all criminal charges in 1948. Besides, Kapoor commission generalized. These are the facts on the table. Now, even despite that, you want to make people who also said mercy petitions as Ashfaqullah Khan, Bismil as heroes, and Savarkar as villain be my guest. But history is there.
Sanjay Jha, are you not being selective? Because Ram Prasad Bismil and Ashfaqullah Khan, you call them the heroes of India, but Savarkar is somebody you hate. Why? Because it is the RSS and the BJP who call him their hero.
Well, there are 2 points here. Let me just argue this out with Anand very quickly. If you look at what the Jivanlal Kapoor Commission's final findings were, they said that the needle of suspicion that Mr. Savarkar, if he was alive and he had been prosecuted, he would have probably been found guilty. He was seen as the mastermind. They could not obviously eventually establish that because he had distanced himself.
That's what it's all about, sir. Evidence. If you cannot establish it, it is not the truth. There has to be. And this case did not last. Anand Ranganathan, had they forgotten the legal process that this case went through?
No, not just that.
The Hindu Mahasabha murdered Mahatma Gandhi is beyond doubt. Is beyond doubt.
Supreme Court reopened and relooked because there was a petition to reopen the Kapoor Commission. Supreme Court did that in 2018. Vikram Sampath has written authoritatively on it. Please read his book. If not, the Supreme Court order itself. It's very clear.
But
Supreme
let
Court
me
said-
also come back.